Quill Rain? I need that Quill Rain so bad. Uh... Hello, friends. How's it going? And happy holidays and Merry Christmas. We celebrated today with the Atlas Invasion event. If you haven't tried it yet, from the intro clip, you can see that there are some pretty spicy little things that can happen. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it, at least through Act 1. You know, before you try it, I really want to set the expectations properly, at least for my experience getting through Act 5, or at least towards the end of Act 5, basically how it felt and what my expectations are right now. For the quick little overview, what the Atlas Invasion event is, it is a 3.16 league without Scourge. It just has a 3.16 balance. After Lionized Watch, every single zone will have 5 different bosses that just randomly spawn that can be any boss that Maven can witness. So you can find Chayula, Shaper, Elder, any of the map bosses, any of those guys. Pretty interesting. When you first walk out onto the beach, it's crazy, right? Like you only have one skill. Your character is really, really weak. And all you know is Shaper might just be coming out of nowhere and slam you and immediately kill you. You don't have a dash. You don't have anything. So like that first zone is incredibly exciting, really, really fun. And I just really, really liked it. Every single boss that you kill will drop a ton of uniques. As far as we can tell, at least in the lower levels, it doesn't drop the boss uniques. Maybe in the higher levels, once you get to the level that the boss is, you start getting to monster level 83 zones, perhaps that they'll start dropping the actual boss uniques. I was hoping we are going to start seeing like Dying Suns and Watcher's Eyes and all those type of things early on. It would be pretty fun and interesting. But as far as we can tell, that is not the case. However, they drop tons and tons of uniques. I had one viewer on Twitch show a screenshot of having 6 tabulas before they finished Act 1. It is absolutely crazy. As you can see behind me right now, this is my character just in Act 4, and I have basically perfect leveling uniques. That leads me to my not as excited thoughts about this event. So by the end of Act 2, I had every unique that I could want. I actually dropped the tabula just so I could get more defense since I was in hardcore. And my character was super, super twinked out. I was able to just kill all of those randomly spawning bosses by the end of Act 2 as easily as a regular rare that would spawn. It was really pretty trivial, and my character was so overtuned that it was super, super easy. My hit points never went down. Since the unique drop pool wasn't particularly interesting, I wasn't getting anything that I didn't already have. Once I had my perfect leveling uniques, there was no incentive whatsoever for me to kill the bosses that spawned anymore. All they were was potentially dangerous. They slowed me down, and it was kind of annoying. So by the end of Act 4 and into Act 5, I started really just skipping them. So I looked around a little bit. Here's an example of an Act 3 Purifier in the background in the belly of the beast. My character is totally reasonable. I am a ranger. That is just the standard Caustic Arrow, Toxic Rain. Drop my ballista, and as you can see, I just stay back. The Purifier died that quickly. Really just looked like the regular drop pool for what we're going to get. There was really no incentive to even look or pick them up, except for the small chance that maybe it's a Headhunter or a Mageblood or something like that. So yeah, it just wasn't that exciting after Act 1. Now, Act 1 was absolutely incredible. I had so much fun going onto the beach, going into the mud flats, and really, really taking it slow, fighting each monster and not being sure what I was going to see around the corner. By the end of Act 2, and then especially by the end of Act 3, my character felt like an absolute god. Like I was twinked out just as good as I would be leveling a second alternate character in the regular league with, you know, spending 50 to 100 chaos on it. Shavronne the Sickening, very, very specifically, there are Reddit threads up. There are people surmising that perhaps she is bugged in doing her maximum damage. It definitely felt a little off. Max res, 1300 life, Act 5. Theoretically, this should be okay. So I see her. People in chat had told me that she is scary. I already heard that there were reports of her being scary. In this situation, I should have logged out immediately. When you know something is scary, that is my advice also, is if you see Shav, hit your logout macro. If you don't believe in that, go to character selection screen, run the other direction immediately, whatever. She will kill you. My character is reasonably about as tanky as I can get. I had life on every piece of gear. I wasn't even wearing a tabula. Crafted a 60 plus life body armor, all of that stuff. Really couldn't have been reasonably more tanky here. And I see her. I'm like, okay, that is, I attack her like once. I'm like, oh crap, that is scary. start running away. Oh, there she's shooting more lightning balls. I know she's scary. I did, so that was my fatal mistake, is I did shoot one more caustic arrow at her. Okay, I'm not standing in any of the balls. I'm staying away from them, and they start doing this little explosion. 1, 2, 3. So 3 of them hit me, and it killed me. That was an insane amount of damage. You look on my face. The answer there was don't even, like, if she's on the same screen, log out macro. Get her out of there. What you can do is create a new instance. So, go to your map, right? Go to your waypoint, control click it, and click new instance. This will give you a new one that has different bosses, especially if you see Shav and you can't get past her safely, if you can't go all the way around. Honestly, don't even try. Make a new instance. Don't risk it. It feels like she's either bugged or they wanted to leave her as something that would just one-shot people, but she was absolutely terrifying. Yeah, apparently people are saying that she's way too much. I agree. It felt really bad. So my fault was even letting her be on the same screen as me, but that's what happened. Like I said, I'm really not sure what it's going to look like as we get a little bit later on. I think that, if the bosses don't start dropping their own boss uniques, if they don't get scarier, I don't really know what the purpose of the event is after hitting maps. So we'll see if that changes. I don't know. The jury is out, at least for me. It's a little bit too early to know. Now, in terms of competitive and the race, I think that unless they're dropping good boss uniques and you're really targeting specific boss uniques, it's gonna just kind of shake out to people just running past them, getting their XP, and just keep going. It's gonna be kind of go fast and ignore them. There might be incentive to kill them to really make sure you get some good uniques. I hope that they really juice the unique drop pool when we get to maps, and especially T16 maps, because I want to see everyone with a mage blood, everyone with a headhunter. I want to make it, take advantage of the fact that it's a void league, right? Let's just go crazy. Why not? Earth mode, yeah? Let's just go crazy. It's Christmas. Let's have fun. Hopefully this lets you figure out if you want to try the Atlas Invasion event. No matter what, I recommend at least go to the beach and experience Elder or Shaper just coming out of nowhere and one-shotting you, just tucking your tail and running, right? It is a fun, funny experience. But after that, your character gets twinked out. If you want to do that, level a new character, maybe go to 50, get that mystery box. At the end of the day, these are just video games. They're just for fun. Always remember that. Only play it if you want to play it. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you. Goodbye.